Okay, so if not, so we go in straight to the next Siman. So it's Siman number 30. And the interesting subject, whatever we learned in the previous book, right? So it says the prohibition of Rechilus, Lashon Hara, taking revenge, and bearing a grudge, contain 9 seifim. So I mean 9 seifim. Okay, so it's so basically it's very, very condensed, very, very like basic summary. Okay, Baruch HaShem. So let's see. Seif number 1. You shall not be talebearer, literally a peddler, among your people. By Quran 1916. Right? Okay. So peddler is the one that is used to like have a cart, and they would go from one town to another, sell their goods, and they would ask people would come, chat with him, tell him the news of the town. He would go to a different town and tell them the news from the town that he came from all the towns that he came from. So, and that's what the talebearer is. Okay. Okay, continue. Who is the talebearer of whom the Torah speaks? One who carries words around as a peddler, carries some merchandise. Okay. And goes from one to another and said, so-and-so said this about you. Or I have heard the such and such about so-and-so. Okay. So commentary. Even the speaker did not intend to cause ill will, and even if the speaker is of the opinion that the information he is reporting is correct, as long as reasonable to assume that the report will cause ill will between two parties, relating is forbidden. HaShem, Hilchos Rechilus 1:3. So basically, he came to that person, this talebearer, and said that this guy said that you are too fat, that you are not very bright, that you have you could not hold a steady job. You cannot hold a steady job for more than a year or something, right? So of course, it's going to create an ill will between the two people, right? Even though it is true. It is true. He's fat and he cannot hold a steady job for a year in any place. They throw him out because of whatever reason, right? So it's absolutely forbidden. Even though that which a speaker reports is true, right? As we said, it is true. And this is not derogatory. Okay, so we'll see. This person has violated the negative commandment that prohibits Rechilus, talebearing. So let's read the commentary and I'm going to explain. In fact, one who gossips in the above manner violates many other Torah commandments as well, both positive and negative. See Chofetz Chaim, Hilchos Rechilus 1:1. That's what actually we learned this Chofetz Chaim book in our morning class. So we did, I think altogether is 20, maybe I want to say 21 or 23 halachas, I mean positive mitzvahs, not halachas, mitzvahs from the Torah actually, right? Positive and negative that one can break. Maybe not all of them at the same time, but combination of those. Kitzur refers only to this verse, since it is written expressly prohibit this particular practice. Okay. So it's Rechilus, meaning to say, to tell someone what someone else said about him, right? So an example that maybe it's not at least in the eyes of the talebearer is negative. So he said, why this person, why Moshe did not come? Or he always working. He always work. He wants to make all of the money. Always working, right? Furthermore, it is a great sin, and one and one can cause the death of the Jewish people. For this reason, the following prohibition is written adjacent to the prohibition against talebearing. You shall not stand idly by while your fellow blood is shed. Right, same place. Consider. So basically, let's try to understand what we said. Furthermore, it is a great sin, and one can cause the death of the Jewish people. So with this information, whatever he did, whatever he said, right? For this reason, maybe they're going to report to the government, right? Maybe this guy is not paying taxes or not enough, especially in the olden days. So people are not going to have a court hearing for months or 3 months or 5 years. They're going to kill. That's it. The boy against the king, they're going to kill this person. That's it. Right? For this reason, the following prohibition is written, adjacent to the prohibition against tale-bearing. You shall not stand idly while your fellow blood is shed. Okay. Consider and learn from that which resulted from the tale-bearer of Doeg ha-Edomi, who told Shaul that Ahimelech had given given David provisions and a sword. So let's read commentary and we're going to explain. When David fled from King Shaul to north, city of Kohanim, Ahimelech gave David. So Ahimelech was the Kohen Gadol, right? So the top Kohen gave David a sword and provisions for his journey. Because why? And we read in the commentary that place. So it says, the David was Shaul's general, and the general came like in hiding. Maybe he's on a special mission. Maybe King sent him it was not announced anywhere that he's actually a fugitive. Nobody knew at that point. Later on, people found out. Yes, correct. But at this point, so this Ahimelech had nothing to suspect David for. He said, "I'm hungry." He gave him bread. He said that we have weapons. He gave him this sword, right? So, and this Doeg Edomite, he actually twisted the whole story around. So let's see. So one more time. When David fled from King Shaul to north, city of Kohanim, Ahimelech gave David a sword and provisions for his journey. At that time, Ahimelech did not know that David had lost favor of Shaul. Exactly, right? Not only lost favor, but that Shaul is the one wants actually to kill, and was under the impression that David was this secret mission for Shaul. Yeah, exactly as commentary said. Doeg, who witnessed Ahimelech's actions, went to report to Shaul that he had sinned. As a result, Shaul ordered execution of Ahimelech and the rest of the city of North. So this Doeg, okay, so he withdrew. He was there, bringing the sacrifice or something. So he withdrew some information that Ahimelech was not conspiring against Shaul, and he did not know about all of these things. So, but right? So he said, no, they're actually together. Yeah. He gave him bread. Maybe I apologize. He didn't say that they actually Ahimelech against Shaul. He said that Ahimelech gave him food, gave him sword, and withheld in very important information that by doing so he was innocent. He did not know. Like if anybody else would come and ask for food, these people will provide food. It's normal. If somebody comes to my house ask for food, I'm going to give him food. There is no crime, right? Continue. Even though in that case the matter that was reported was true, and also did not constitute derogatory information about Ahimelech, the Ahimelech had not committed any crime with his actions, right? For even if Shaul himself would have asked Ahimelech about his actions, he would have openly told him what he did. because he did not intend to commit crime against Shaul. Despite all of this, the Rechilus of Doeg caused many Kohanim to be killed. Shmuel Aleph, chapter 21 and 22. So basically, Ahimelech was not suspected. He could not understand that what Shaul wants from him. I mean, in his mind, he was 100% innocent. But this Doeg, he twisted the whole story. Terrible person. Continue. Sif number 2. So as you see, it's like very, very condensed. In nine small paragraphs, they're going to cover the whole issue. That's why it's called Kitzur. Kitzur is the short version. Continue. There is and plus just to finish the story, they killed all of the Kohanim in that city, right? I think Doeg killed them, and also Gibeonites. So it's there are two opinions what happened to Gibeonites. By one opinion, some of them were killed. It is true. By another opinion, they just lost the source of the income, and it is like a killing a person. So he cannot provide for his family any longer. So they were employed by the Kohanim in the city of North in the temple. Now the tabernacle. Now there's no employer, so it's like you kill the guys. Okay.